My name is Alejandro Orozco, and before I talk a little bit about the Mexican charreria, or how I got involved into that sport, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Have any of you guys been to a rodeo or a charreada? No.
Does a horse race count?
Well, it's a different sport, but you know, about horses, right? All right. Well, the Mexican charreada actually originated in the 16th century in Old Mexico when the Spanish came, and before, indigenous people weren't allowed to use horses or work with them, right? Because it was like out of their privileges, I guess. And it got to the point where the Spanish brought too much cattle for them to handle. So then they allowed they allowed the indigenous people to help them out and use the horses. And actually, the indigenous people were the first cowboys, vaqueros, or rancheros to actually start the whole sport, because they would have like competitions, because these charreadas that are now, there used to be ranch work, and the charros were compete against other haciendas, and they were competing in arenas. It was a big arena, also called as a lienzo, and they have 9 events. And these 9 events were also called nueve suertes, because not always do you get lucky. Sometimes you can get like a big animal that it's out of your reach, right? And these 9 suertes were the cala, and the cala is pretty much you use the horse abilities to show off like what horse you have, and you get graded on how well the horse responds. Second is the piales en caballo, and that's where you get on your horse, and the untamed bronco comes at full speed, and you're supposed to catch him by the front 2 legs and stop in his tracks. Third is the coledero, and it's where you get on a horse, and the bull comes out at full speed, and you're supposed to drop him. Fourth is jinete de toro, you pretty much bull ride. Fifth, terna, you and your teammate get on your horse, and you have to surrender the bull by roping him against the throat and the back 2 legs until it surrenders. Sixth, jinete de yegua, you get an untamed bronco. Seventh, mangana a pie, you do the same thing. You just show off your style of roping and then catch him by the front 2 legs. And manganas a caballo, same thing, catch him by the front 2 legs. And the last but not least, the most dangerous, the paso de muerte, is you get on your horse without a saddle, and you get a untamed bronco next to you, and you're supposed to switch from horse to horse at full speed, and it's the pretty much the dangerous event there is. And my favorite is being the bull riding. I like bull riding, and the colas, because I like dropping the bulls by his tail. And it actually started back when I was about 9 years old. I used to go to my dad's ranch in Mexico, and they would have jaripeos, rodeos, and they'd be like, "Oh, Alex, get on that little bull right there." And I was like, "Nah, I'm scared, right?" So I was like, "Nah, next year." And then it got to the age where I turned 12, and they had a bull, and it was pretty big. I was scared, and I drank, a cup of soda, and I drew power, and I got on it, and I actually lasted on it until the last second when I was jumping off a buck, and I landed, but I got the points, right? So after that, since my dad used to actually do sports since back before, he's like, "Oh, well, le echas ganas, like, oh, you like it, right?" So I told him, "Yeah." And then when I came back from Mexico, like, my dad got a surprise that he had about 2 horses, one for me, one for him. And well, that's how it all started. Like, we just started riding, and then they got to a point where they told me if I wanted to join a team, and it's actually Rancho Los Amigos. And well, I said yeah, and from there it's just like, I like the sport. I like, dressing up like, a charro, smelling like horse. It's just a lifestyle that I like and I enjoy, right? And well, that's how I got this buckle. Actually, this is my first buckle that my dad gave me after my first rodeo. And it means a lot to me, because like me and my dad share the same sport and same love for the horse, and it's just something I love. So with that said, if you guys are ever around the area of La Puente, visit the local park in Avocado Heights, and if you don't find me, you'll find like one of my friends there, and you say you want to ride, and they'll be happy to show you. And that's it.